My daughter wouldn't even look at me. This wasn't just a custody battle. It was a psychological rescue mission to prove my ex was brainwashing our child to erase me. Have you ever heard a child say things about one parent that just don't sound like them? That's what we call scripted language. It's a major red flag for something called parental alienation. This is when a child influenced by one parent begins to reject the other parent without any legitimate reason. The child might list grievances that sound rehearsed or are clearly the words of an adult. They might claim to have memories of events that never happened or twist small incidents into huge betrayals. It's incredibly painful and confusing, especially when you know you've done nothing to deserve this rejection. The child isn't just angry. They seem to genuinely believe you are a terrible person. So what's happening in the mind of the favored parent? The one doing the alienating? Often, this parent has unresolved anger or personality traits that make them see the other parent as an enemy. They might genuinely believe they are protecting the child, but in reality, they're using the child as a weapon in their own emotional war. They create an us versus them dynamic where the child feels they have to choose a side to feel safe and loved. This parent showers the child with affection and validation as long as the child rejects the other parent, creating a powerful but toxic bond. The child learns that their security depends on heeding one of their parents. It's a devastating form of emotional manipulation. When these cases go to court, it's not a simple he said, she said. The courts often appoint a therapist or a custody evaluator specifically trained to see through the manipulation. These professionals are skilled at talking to children and recognizing the difference between genuine feelings and programmed responses. They'll interview the parents, the child, and sometimes teachers or other family members to get a full picture. For the alienated parent, this can be the moment the truth finally comes out. The evaluator assess report can reveal the psychological harm being done and recommend a course of action to the judge. It is a critical step in turning the tide and showing the court that this is in a case of a bad parent, but a case of a brainwashed child. Once parental alienation is identified, the journey to healing begins, and it's often a long road called reunification therapy. This isn't just about putting a parent and child back in a room together. It's a specialized therapeutic process designed to slowly rebuild trust and to program the child's negative beliefs. A therapist facilitates sessions helping the child see the other parent in a new, positive light. It requires immense patience from the alienated parent, who has to understand that their child's hostility isn't personal, it's a symptom of the alienation. The goal is to help the child feel safe to love both parents again without guilt or fear of losing the favored parent's approval. So, what are the legal consequences for a parent who does this? Courts are increasingly recognizing parental alienation as a form of child abuse, sometimes called emotional kidnapping. The penalties can be severe. A judge might order a temporary or even permanent change in custody, giving the alienated parent primary care to stop the abuse. In some jurisdictions, the alienating parent can face fines or even be ordered to pay for the reunification therapy. The legal system is starting to understand that robbing a child of a loving relationship with a parent causes long-term psychological damage. The message is clear. Using your child as a pawn in your personal battles will have serious repercussions. Protecting a child's right to have a relationship with both parents is paramount. If you or someone you know is going through this, please remember you are not alone. It's a difficult and heartbreaking experience, but there is hope and there are resources available to help. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that matters.